we definitely loved the franchise, but we wanted to do things ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, there were so many things that we could have done in the franchise, but because we were franchisees, we had no say. And so Howard and I started our task of looking for a restaurant that we could call home and our own. And we checked every area. We checked Midtown, downtown, Buckhead, Decatur, you name it, Cumming, Fayetteville. We checked them all, and nothing spoke to us. And 948 Canton Street landed in our lap. We walked in, looked around, and said, this is it. This is our new home.
Man.
And 11 years ago, we opened 1920 with the vision of creating a family. We, you know, from another country, we don't have family here. So we wanted to create a family that we could see every single day and service a community and be part of a community. And little did we know that we stumbled upon the best community there is in the Southeast.
Here.
That's right.
I know Howard always says that you, like you just described, you walked in and said, this is it. I always wanted to have my own place, and this was it. And you found it like right away.
Right.
You knew.
It wasn't just the building. It was the neighbors. It was the people that we saw coming and going. It was the city. It was a whole package that we didn't see anywhere else.
A sincere thank you to Wellstar North Fulton Medical Center for its sponsorship and for fostering a healthy community where businesses can thrive.
Welcome back to Brew Talks. I'm Steve Stroud, President and CEO of Roswell Inc. We're the economic development organization here in the city of Roswell.
I'm Andy Williams, President and CEO of Visit Roswell, the city's destination marketing organization charged with promoting tourism throughout the community. And no better advocate and no better supporter of tourism than this lady sitting in front of us right here, Jenna Aronowitz with 1920 Tavern. 1920 also is located in the heart of Roswell, right downtown, smack in the middle of Canton Street. It's been serving the community for many years, and we're going to get into that because we've got a big number coming up here. But we just want to welcome you on, Jenna. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on.
And should we say the mayor of Canton Street in Roswell?
Thank you for having me, guys.
Many people call her that.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
On the street, she keeps law and order.
Yeah,
that's what I call
it.
It's
you know, if you ever drive down Canton Street, 90% chance you're going to see Jenna and her husband Howard out there. No doubt about it. One of them's going to be on the bench. One of them's going to be walking around, vice versa. They are staples of the community.
Well, and you know, Andy, just to jump in on that, you know, one of the things that we see, the most successful restaurants, most successful businesses are owner operated, right?
Correct.
And you know, I use this adage with staff all the time. You got to be present to win. You guys are always present, and that makes a big difference to your customers and to your staff. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Well, what we like to do is kind of go into the background of our guests. You know, we can talk about all the cool things that are coming up. We can talk about the menu, and we will. But we really want to know your background, how you got into the restaurant business, how you landed in Roswell. Walk us back, you know, kind of to the basic new beginning days of 1920 and really how it even evolved into that and how you landed here in the community.
Well, you know, we started off at Hartsfield International Airport, working for Atlanta Bread Company as immigrants.
Yep.
And
from South Africa.
We were brought over to run the busiest location in the nation for Atlanta Bread.
Wow.
And we worked there for 5 years selling 99-cent coffees and $4.99 sandwiches and doing $85,000 a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez.
So amazing.
It was definitely the busiest Atlanta Bread in the nation. Shortly after our 5 years with corporate, we decided to buy our own Atlanta Breads. And for the last 16 years, we owned and operated our own Atlanta Breads. We definitely loved the franchise, but we wanted to do things ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, there were so many things that we could have done in the franchise, but because we were franchisees, we had no say. And so Howard and I started our task of looking for a restaurant that we could call home and our own. And we checked every area. We checked Midtown, downtown, Buckhead, Decatur, you name it, Cumming, Fayetteville. We checked them all, and nothing spoke to us. And 948 Canton Street landed in our lap. We walked in, looked around, and said, this is it. This is our new home.
Man.
And 11 years ago, we opened 1920 with the vision of creating a family. We, from another country, we don't have family here. So we wanted to create a family that we could see every single day and service a community and be part of a community. And little did we know that we stumbled upon the best community there is in the Southeast.
Here.
That's right.
I know Howard always says that you, like you just described, you walked in and said, this is it. I always wanted to have my own place, and this was it. And you found it like right away.
Right.
You knew.
It wasn't just the building. It was the neighbors. It was the people that we saw coming and going. It was the city. It was a whole package that we didn't see anywhere else. And the day we opened, we were like, we're home. We're going to create a family here. And not only did we create a family with our employees, we created a family with our city and with our guests.
Yeah.
That's right. It always feels like home going
Correct.
to 1920.
Yeah. When you think about, community-centric restaurants, 1920 is always top of list
for sure.
with regard to that. And I think a big part of that too is when you go in, you recognize the staff. Jenna and Howard are always present, as you say. And so it does have that awesome atmosphere, that awesome vibe. And I think what speaks to you all a lot too is you have a dedicated staff, a loyal staff. You have a seasoned, tenured staff that's been with you guys. Some of those I know a long time. There's a lot of turnover in the food and beverage and the restaurant industry and the hospitality industry. And that happens. That's not escapable. But the fact that you can go in and see faces that you've seen for a long time, that speaks to you guys as restaurant operators.
Yeah. We're very, very fortunate. Between the front of house and back of house. Majority have been there greater of the 11 years. If the lowest one would be a 3-year employee.
Yeah.
Right.
But the majority have been with us from the beginning, and they are just incredible. And that's what makes a true business. Yes, an owner present helps that.
Right.
But truly the team is the heart of the restaurant.
Well, and you said something earlier about you created a family. There was no better evidence of that as the way you treated them during COVID. You treated your staff with respect, with a paycheck,
Correct.
You fought for them to get back in and get open, not only for your own existence, right, as a restaurateur or a business owner, but for them. And it was obvious. Any of you that didn't follow what was happening on Canton Street, obviously we all went through the pandemic, but Jenna was on every national television newscast there was. Wall Street Journal interviewed her. She was on CNN Live. It was because we worked as a community to get your restaurants and the others open. And you proved it could be done.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it was an honor for me to watch you. We were on speed dial. We
Yes,
still
we
are.
were.
And we made that happen in the sense that everybody rallied. And then not only did we get you back open, working through the city, but once you got it back open, we encouraged and helped people understand they could go do it.
Yeah.
They could come see you. And they could spend money. And I think that was just, if any, somebody asked me the other day, what's the most rewarding thing that has happened to you in the last 10 years? I think that was one of those, right?
100%. I would say that COVID made us.
100%.
What it did was it solidified that family.
Yep.
The staff knew that I was going to take care of them.
Yep.
Not one member of my staff missed a car payment, a mortgage payment, a rent payment. Nobody fell behind.
That's right.
And there's 37 of us. And
That's
so for
pretty
37 of
amazing.
us to no one missed a payment.
Yeah.
How many square feet is yours?
1,800.
1,800, 37 employees.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Actually, leading into that, paint a picture. Maybe if somebody's viewing this or listening to this that's never visited 1920 and they're planning a reservation, paint a picture of the design style, the interior. How would you classify and describe what 1920 is?
I've heard a lot of people say that we look like a place down in Manhattan, where it's an old school dark wood, speakeasy kind of feel.
Yep.
For me, it's home, but I would say, it's a homey, welcoming space. Dark woods, old style floors. Obviously, very
Great booths.
great booths.
Yeah.
We've got comfortable furniture,
Uh-huh.
and great food to
To
go
back
with
it
that
up.
to back that comfortable furniture.
That's it. I mean, outside of all the antique glass is really cool. We've got music up front, great bar set up. The menu, in my opinion, is awesome because it's a robust menu, but it's not intimidating. When you
Right.
go to somewhere like a Cheesecake Factory and you're like, I don't need a table of contents for, to order food.
Mhm.
But then you go to some places and there's like, well, this is really all they have. 1920 does such a good job of, in my opinion, offering a little bit of everything. But I'll tell you this right now, and I'm not to say that I've never had a meal that wasn't exceptional at 1920.
Right.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom end
That's
of
true.
discussion. Everything you get on that menu is incredible. And so, Jenna, do you want to talk a little bit about what the menu offers?
Yeah, so the menu is the way it is because I have an extremely difficult family.
There we go.
I love it.
So my one child eats like a 2-year-old and loves chicken tenders and steak and fries. I'm a vegetarian. My
Yeah.
other son loves Chinese and Japanese and anything eats. And my husband, he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy.
Yeah.
But he also likes to be healthy. So that's why the menu is the way it is. It's so that there was never a place where we could all go to eat where there was something on the menu for all of us.
Right.
That's right.
There was always something where I can't eat there. Then my kid can't eat there, or Howard can't eat there. So that's the reason our menu is so diverse.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just choose items that I like.
Yeah.
Some of them are favorites from home back in South Africa. Some of them are items that I've gone to other restaurants and I'm like, wow,
I know.
this is really nice. Let me recreate that at 1920 with our spin on it.
Yeah.
So, you can have anything from a short rib taco to a Chilean sea bass.
Yep.
Or a New York
That's right.
strip.
That's right.
Or, you can have some bang bang cauliflower.
Right.
So we're all over the place just because I have a difficult
It's
family.
so funny to hear you describe it that way because I've often wondered, I wonder how they actually curated this menu because every time I go in there, I pick something different and it always seems like it is different, but I always really love what I'm eating. So to hear you say that it's because your family all eats different things, that makes so much sense.
Well, in the menu, one of the reasons I take guests to Roswell, and Jenna sees me on the reg, is that everybody can pick something, right?
Mhm.
We were there last week, and we had some folks in and from Sandy Springs, and they were talking about the business that they're trying to open, and she goes, "Really? You're gonna have a grilled cheese?" I said, "It's not just a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
It's a grilled cheese with bacon and avocado.
There you go.
That's a grilled cheese with soup to die for, right?
Right.
And it's that just makes it special, right? And I think that's what you see. You see the people out front, having a good time on the street, and then you see the people inside just really going. And then you got the evening crowd because you do some live music.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
3
and
times a week.
that bar gets hopping,
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
especially on Friday and Saturday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and we're coming off a big milestone here,
Yep.
celebrating 11 years in July. The thing that's important about that right there is not only are you beyond a decade at this point, this is a very competitive
Market.
restaurant scene. I mean, Roswell is known for its chef-driven, locally owned restaurants, and we've got a ton of them. And in order to go for 10 years and beyond, you really got to be doing something right. You have to have developed not only a good product for transient business and tourists, but who are those local mainstays that are going to support you and be there throughout it all? And those folks don't come back unless they really believe in the business, unless the business is consistent doing something right.
Oh, too many options. Yeah.
Yeah. And so just kudos to you and congratulations on 11 years coming up here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Got anything planned?
I don't know. After the 10-year, we're going to maybe take a break on the party scene.
We're just going to celebrate.
We're just going to celebrate.
Yeah.
But I will say that the reason what sets our menu apart is the fact that we're made from scratch.
Right.
And there's places that say we're made from scratch, but then when you ask to have something removed, they can't do it.
Right.
We really, truly are a made from scratch kitchen. When you order let's say the sea bass.
Mm-hmm.
It comes a piece of fresh fish that goes into a saute pan that gets seasoned. The vegetables get sauteed, and it's made right then and there.
That's
and
awesome.
I think that sets us apart from other restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you can tell like when salads come out, the salads bare, and then they add the other things that they need to the
Correct.
salad.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty amazing. Other thing I would say is you created a family, and I think the family is giving back, but you guys constantly support the community,
Mm-hmm.
which is we appreciate that, right?
Thank you.
Again, we're here for the long haul. You're here for the long haul. And I think it makes a big difference when everybody's working together.
Look, I firmly believe that if you want to succeed, you have to support everyone in your community.
Mhm.
So we do our best
You do.
to only use Roswell-based businesses for our printing, for our supplies. We use Roswell-based businesses
Awesome.
because it keeps the money in Roswell and it keeps Roswell going.
Yeah. Well, and we appreciate that too, because 1920 is an advertiser and supporter in our new visitors guide,
Absolutely.
which means they also are a supporter of the mobile visitor center, which is out in the community. And so that's an investment in us. So we appreciate that. Certainly do. Great ad. Looks great. Great placement. Love it. Love it. Love it. We're slinging those out. We got 15,000 of those to get out.
Getting them out.
And on that note too, we want to make sure everybody knows how to get the most information. You guys have beautiful photography on your social
Absolutely.
channels. But if we're sending folks, to learn more, Instagram, Facebook, website, where can they go?
1920tavern.com is our website. We also have Facebook and Instagram, 1920 Tavern.
You're out there.
We're out there. We don't do much paper publication except with Visit Roswell.
Yeah.
There you go.
But otherwise, yeah, any information you need is on our website. Google us if you want.
Yep.
We've got a Google page, Yelp.
Perfect.
We do our best to, keep it going, keep our name out there.
Well, as we always say in Roswell, Georgia, it's a great day to do business. It's a great day to do business at 1920 with Howard and Jenna. Cheers.
Cheers.